Teoscar, when we left St. Louis, you were saying you were feeling that you were so close to getting the results that you want. You liked where the ball was going. For you to get that big swing today, how good did it feel?
It feels great. It's been really, really tough last 3 weeks for me. I'm working really hard just to get into my rhythm again, and thank God I got that pitch and I get the team the lead.
What were you looking for from Estrada there?
Not thinking about too much, just try to get a good pitch, just hit it. I put a good swing, a really good one, 98, that I hit it out. So it was a great feeling for me right now.
Is it one that you feel like can unlock a few things for you moving forward?
Yeah, I'm still missing something in there, but I'm going to keep working hard. I'm going to keep trying to maximize those swings and just keep going.
With Ben Casparius, he set the tone in this one, but how did he in the bullpen come through to give you all a chance to win today?
I always say it. Us without the bullpen, I don't think we're going to be in the place that we are right now. They're doing their job, I think, every day. We just need to put everything together and just play good baseball. We
knew that this was going to be an intense series, an emotional series for you guys to turn the page from yesterday, to pick up the win, to win the series. Just how important was that for this team? That's how it goes. What is in the past is in the past. It doesn't matter what the score was last night, how bad we play, how things went the wrong way for us last night. We just turned the page, focus on the things that we need to do today, and we get the win. Teoscar, congratulations on this win today. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, Teoscar Hernandez admitting it's been a tough last 3 weeks for him, Adrian, but it's good to see him smiling again, and hopefully that's the one swing that gets him back going again, the way that we've seen so much.
I think so. I mean, when you're working on your craft, you're working on trying to get your swing right. It usually takes that one swing, especially with the day off tomorrow, allows him to go into the day off feeling good about it, not thinking about his swing, not thinking about the possibility of maybe he doesn't come through there. Now he's thinking about those at-bats. Now he can come in on Friday, and guess what? He's going through his routine. He's not thinking about the mechanics. He just hit a huge home run for the team to put him on top. That right there is the slump buster.
What I also like is where he hits this ball. He stays in and drives it to center field. A lot of times where you're maybe feeling off, you're like, okay, even if you're out front, okay, it goes out, but you're off in your timing. You might be out front, you might clip it, you might pull it down the line, but no, here's a fastball down the middle, and then you take it back up the middle, and that's when you're telling yourself, good, that's exactly where I want to see. Trust where I am, and hopefully good things to come.
Well, last night we thought Justin Robleski would get the start in this game. It turned out to be Ben Casparius, Nomar, and I think all of us talked about how we like the idea of him being a starting pitcher. And other than those back-to-back walks to the 8 and 9 hitter in that second inning, which forced in a run, he looked really good in his 4 innings today.
He did look really good, and this is exactly why we like him, is because the stuff he brings, he goes out there, he challenges hitters. In that first inning, he did an excellent job. You're right. The second inning, he had a hiccup. He lost it for a bit, and he'll tell you, I cannot give free passes, especially when I'm looking at the 8th and 9th hitter. But then after that, we talk about his demeanor and his maturity to settle in. It could just snowball out of control after that second inning, but he doesn't do that. He ends up getting a 1-2-3 inning the following, and especially in the heart of the lineup as well. So it's not like, hey, I'm getting 1-2-3 to settle in, and I'm dealing with the bottom part of the lineup. No, it's the heart of this lineup. He goes out there, gets a 1-2-3 inning, and does it the following inning as well, and is able to go 4 innings.
Yeah, Doc said pregame, 3 innings, 45 pitches. He pitched so well that he ended up going four innings, 54 pitches, and he was able to be so efficient with 4 innings, the 3 hits and 2 walks. That means he was really, really just attacking the hitters, going after them, and not messing around with pitches, no waste pitches, because that is hard to do, to go 54 pitches in 4 innings and still have 5 base runners out there. So he did an incredible job attacking the hitters, went right after them, and that's what you want from a starter. You want a starter that's going to go out there and just attack, and let his stuff do the work.
And in that second inning, the walks obviously are going to be frustrating, but even the hits, they weren't hard hit.
No,
right? They weren't really hard hit, so he was still kind of getting the job done in the second inning, and it almost looked like he reminded himself, listen, I'm pitching well, continue that the following inning.
Dodgers have 3 left-handed relievers who really hadn't found their groove early on in the season, but Banda, Scott, and Vesia, Nomar, we saw all 3 of them today. All 3 of these guys have looked exceptional the last couple of weeks or so.
Yeah, Banda looks really good coming out here, traffic on the bases, and then getting some huge pitch. I mean, this was huge right here. Getting a guy who doesn't strike out, batting title, puts the ball in play, for him to pop up, get an infield fly, and now you're going against Manny Machado. I think this was really the turning point right here. This was one, you know, you were behind 3-0. Manny Machado kind of gave you something there, helped you out there swinging 3-0 and rolling over. But I'll tell you, the performance I was really impressed was Tanner Scott. And I know he's been pitching better as of late, but the reason why I was impressed was some of the swings we saw against Tanner Scott. That one right there, that one was like, oh my goodness, the ball gets on me, and I wasn't really expecting it to kind of have that life to his fastball. That's what he's been missing. It's that life that we see, that late life, and there's some deception to it, and all of a sudden it gets on hitters, and it looked like that today.
And then we saw Alex Vesia, 9th inning, and all he did was punch out the side, Adrian.
He did. His fastball was explosive. His slider was really, really good and sharp and late. Made hitters take it and swing and just not be ready for it. And, you know, Vesia looked incredible. 3 strikeouts to close out the game. I mean, that's exactly what you want from a guy who's coming in with three-run lead. Just attack. Go after them.
I'm chuckling the energy. I love it. I love it every time he gets fired up.
Never change, Alex Vesia, and slamming the door, getting the save back home where he grew up, a Padres fan.
Michael, just to get that swing early in the game, to kind of things have been going pretty well for you as of late. Have you felt like kind of you finally turned that corner?
I think we're getting there. I think the quality of the at bats have definitely gone in the right direction, and hitting the ball a little bit harder and just a little bit tougher of an out. I think there's a lot of work to do still, but just a great team win. The bullpen was amazing. Teo getting that big swing, Will, Shohei at the end of the game, and so just a great team win.
When you are showing power, does that say something to you in specific, though, just to where your swing is at?
Yeah, I mean, I think one of the big things is, putting good swings on some fastballs, hitting those hard, and, that's kind of, in my career, that's been my bread and butter. Always been a guy who hits the fastball, and, so that's more so than, the ball leaving the yard, just hitting the fastball hard is one of the big things for me.
What specifically in your swing is working to let you get to the fastball a little bit better?
I think it's just a lot of the work that I've put in, to get my body in the right position, get the plane of the swing right. There's a lot of things that I've been working on, but really just being ready, putting myself in the right position when I go to launch. It's been the biggest thing.
New to this rivalry, did it feel like a rivalry? Anything special this weekend?
The atmosphere was great. It's been it's one of the more loud parks that you go to, around the league, but it definitely felt different in this series. So it's a good start to my career with this rivalry, and looking forward to more of it.
And you were excellent today. I think maybe just outside of that one inning, how did you find just kind of staying true to yourself and not letting that get kind of away from you there?
Yeah, I think, trusting Will there. I think 5 straight reached and everything. I think it's just, get back in the zone, challenge, and I think I got the first pitch slider in there to Tatis, got him to fly out. I felt pretty good after that.
There's conversation about just continuing to build you up, moving you into the rotation. What has just kind of been shared with you and what this could mean moving forward?
Yeah, I think it's just, a steady build up. I don't know what next week's going to look like, obviously, but I feel pretty good. I was happy to get to 50 today. I thought the plan was 2 or 3, so just to get through 4 was huge, and I felt good.
Would you like to be a starter again full time?
Yeah, I think so. And obviously, I've been doing it for the majority of my professional career, so it's something I'm comfortable with routine wise. And I'm just looking forward to what's going on and what's coming up next.
When did he tell you that you're going to be starting today?
Oh, last night.
How much do they talk about the plan about maybe stretching you out a little bit? Do you kind of look at something like today as an opportunity to show hey, I can push into the 3rd and the 4th inning and kind of do that?
For sure. And I think too, just obviously this being a playoff atmosphere against this team, awesome series to be a part of, and getting a win like that's huge on the road. At back end of a 13-game road trip. So yeah, it's been great, and the communication's been great the whole year. So I kind of had a feeling it was going to be multiples today.
Well, Dave, I know ahead of the game you talked about just Ben potentially 3 innings, for him to be able to get through 4, for the bullpen to follow through and be essentially just excellent. How would you say today kind of just played out on the pitching side of this game?
On the pitching side, certainly I thought overall we did a really nice job preventing runs. I think Ben did a great job of bouncing back after, the walk to Maldonado. Very uncharacteristic, and he wasn't going to come out of that game after 3. And I thought he really regrouped and threw the baseball really well to get us through 4 innings, which was huge. And, I thought the other guys did a really nice job. Certainly Banda, coming in and doing what he did in that spot was a game changer right there, and the other guys followed suit. So I thought Kirby came in and did a nice job and kind of changed the momentum, and they did a great job, yeah.
For you all to pick up this win, the series win, just to bounce back from yesterday, how important was that for the team, just for this group as a total and whole?
It was good. It was good. It wasn't a surprise to me, the resilience, and after having a clunker last night, and to come back and be prepared out of the pen, and guys performed to find a way to win a series, and that was our goal coming into this ballpark, and we did that. So not surprising, and we do a good job of turning the page.
How big of a lift was Teoscar homer? Not obviously just brought him into the game, just for him to have that swing right there.
It was a big hit. It was a big hit. He's the last few weeks he's been really scuffling and feeling like he hasn't helped contribute, and so he has a knack for getting big hits, and that's as big as they get so far at this point of the season.
We all know about Andy's arm. Is that his best throw of the year?
I don't know if it's his best throw. He's had some great throws. That was certainly a ball coming straight in on a line, just off the mark. Will made a great catch and tag, but Andy is playing some all-around really good baseball. Whether I have him in center and right and left, preventing runs, the defense, the jumps, getting the balls, the hits with runners in scoring position, just all of it. And it was just a heck of a play and really changed the momentum.